first of all, Steven is a great friend. Steven has contributed in many ways to our country and will continue to do so. I think what you saw yesterday was kind of a roadmap where you have a number of conditions to make sure that Canada can be a responsible and sustainable energy producer. I think Canadians understand the world has changed. I said even in my remarks that more and more people understand the nexus between energy security, food security, economic security, and national security. In a world which is very different than the one we had before, we need to do two things. We need to be more resilient and at the same time continue the work that we've been doing to reduce our carbon footprint, because climate change is the challenge of our time, and therefore I think that Canada is in a good place to be a leader when it comes to the responsible and sustainable use of natural resources.
The Liberals that we've been talking to have all been saying that they're all united right now. There's no problems in caucus, no dissent.
Well, that's what they were saying yesterday, and then by the end of the day, Steven Guilbeault has left cabinet. I know that they have their talking points, and they're going to keep on using those talking points, but the reality is Liberal MPs who gives a wit about the environment, who gives a wit about free, prior, informed consent and respecting First Nations, who gives a wit about the coastal communities, who gives a wit about British Columbia, will have these sentiments. They might be keeping it to themselves at the moment, but time will tell whether or not they will speak out against it and take action. We all get elected to come to this place, to stand on something, and whether or not this is a breaking point for them, time will tell. And for Steven Guilbeault, he's made a conscious decision, given his history, given his background, and given his previous work, he's taking a stand with the environment and First Nations.
What kind of pressure do you think BC coastal Liberals are feeling right now?
Did you see a BC Liberal here today?
I did not.
No, I didn't either. And so, I think it sends a message, hopefully, to Mark Carney that his love-in with the Alberta UCP isn't going to go well in British Columbia. And not a single BC Liberal was in the House of Commons today. So I think that sends a message, and maybe they shouldn't be hiding. They should be showing up and standing here in front of you and answering questions. That's important.
He's a member of the Liberal caucus. I think one of the things that this shows, again, is that the Liberal Party is the one party in Canada where you're allowed to have a diversity of views. And our caucus has a diversity of views, and I think that's a strength because Canadians have diversity of views.
Are you concerned it's going to hurt the party in those sort of NDP Liberal split ridings, especially in Montreal and in Quebec? Or
again, I think we need to just tell the story. This is a good deal for Canada. It helps us do what we said we were going to do in the election. It's building Canadian jobs. It's growing the Canadian economy. It's making us more independent, and it's working to steward the environment. The deal with Alberta actually increases industrial carbon pricing in Alberta to $150 from what I think it is about $25 or $30 now.
We're absolutely unified. There's all kinds of room for different opinions in our caucus. There always has been. These are constructive conversations that belong inside the room, and by and large they have been. So I have absolutely no concerns about the health of the caucus and the state of unity. None whatsoever.
It's not exactly a good look, though, having a minister resign at a principal on the day the MOU was signed.
Well, look, he's dedicated his life to climate issues, and it's completely understandable that he would stand on that principle. Does that mean that there's a cancer spreading through the caucus? Absolutely not.
Mr. Guilbeault is not leaving caucus. He's just finding it difficult for himself. But I believe as time proceeds, we'll come to appreciate and recognize that any agreements between Alberta and BC and the Indigenous people, that has to be worked out too. So we'll see what happens next. But I believe caucus is supportive of doing what's in the best interests of Canadians.